get you.
As long as you stay close.
Only there.
All right. Welcome to Bahia Helena, Helena's Bay. All right. There is a sand trough after, you see the little kind of dark spot in the water? Those are cobble rocks, maybe yay, all right? And then all of a sudden it turns to sand and it goes boom, kind of out this way. If I go against the wall there, it's vertical, down to about 25, 35 feet, comes down to 50 feet-ish at the point, and you can go around. Caution. As we're coming in, there is a current on the outside of the cove that looks like it's going that way. Okay, so it'd be real easy to go out that way, but it may not be so easy to come back.
Yeah.
So you want to keep that in mind, all right, for your air.
You can always look
If
right
I'm
in.
on this side, I've got very big boulders right in this area, down to about 30, 35 feet. Lots of cracks, lots of little nooks, lots of little crannies to look in. Take your time. Enjoy the sights. Smell the roses. Okay? And if you see a rose, I want you to come get me. All right? After that, it's going to flatten out a little bit at 40, and then it's going to slope down again. And you can get, if you kind of veer a little to the right, down to a finger of rock, not this one, but the next one comes out and in. There is a big rock mass at the end of that finger of rock that came down at about 85, 90 feet. I don't know if anybody's going that deep. Bottom line, just be careful. I already told you there could be a current out there. Okay? Other than that, there's all kinds of things to see here. All right? Spotted dancel. Little guy. Travel in groups. All right? They got a white dot on the back. The white dot on the back is so the other fish think that's his eye, and if he takes off, he's going to go eye first. So he goes, boogies out left, and he's safer, right? Got a better chance of survival. Okay, we saw schools of barracuda here. They don't get much bigger than this here. This is not the Caribbean where you got the 5-foot or 6-foot with the teeth that are looking at you. Okay, these guys will swirl around you. Awesome. All right. There are not too many rays, but we might see some little stingrays in the sand. All right. When they're up and swimming, they're not dangerous to you in any way, shape, or form. If they're on the bottom and you happen to put your hand on it or something, it'll flip its tail up and it can hook you. That's not a good feeling. And it's sharp and it hurts and it can get infected. So just be careful. Okay? The sea lions. There's a lot of young ones right now. Okay? And they haven't seen a lot of divers out here, so they look at you and they go, God, that's ugly. What do you think it is? And they want to check you out. All right? They are on their timetable. Okay? If you're going to reach out and try to touch them, they don't want nothing to do with it. Ignore them. The more you ignore them, the more they want to figure out what the hell you are, because they ain't seen anything that ugly in a long time. Okay? If Mama or Papa loses sight of Junior, it's very likely he'll come out and you'll know it's Mama or Papa, because if you think I'm big, you think he's big, let me tell you, they're big. All right? And when he barks at you, okay, and you change the color of the water behind you, it's time to back away. Okay? And he's just warning you. We've never had a problem, but just so that you're aware, all right? They are friendly. Now, they'll come up and buzz you. They're trying to spook you, right? And they see you blowing bubbles, so they'll come to your face and blow bubbles too.
Oh,
Okay?
my God.
You can do a somersault, and they'll show you, well, I can do a somersault. And you'll do a spin, and they'll say, oh, I can do a spin. They love to play, okay? And don't be afraid just to sit there and look at them eyeball to eyeball. It's a stare down contest, and trust me, they're going to win. The only good thing is that you got air and you can be breathing. They got to come up and check things out, come back down. All right. So beware. On the rocks, Christmas tree worms. They come out in pairs. They look like Christmas trees, but they are just each circle gets smaller as it comes up, and it looks like a fine little doily sort of thing. If you go to try to touch one, and I suggest you do, all right, he's going to collapse right back in, and they're always in pairs. So you'll see the two of them come back in. But at that point, you're going to also see that there's a small piece of coral that grew out with a point, and that point is for you big things that are coming to mess with me, so that you find out that I can hurt you. Okay? It is a sharp point, it is coral, and you can get hurt. All right? Also on the rocks, you'll see sea feathers. Little white, looks like a chicken feather that's been wet. Okay? Pretty ugly, really. If you go and touch it with your hands without gloves on, it's going to itch like a big dog. And we want to put vinegar on you or alcohol when you get up out of the water to make that go away. If you don't kill that nematocyst, all right, later on this afternoon when you take a freshwater shower, you're going to go, what's going on? It don't go away. Because what happens is from the hydroid, it is a nematocyst that jumps to your body, goes into your pore, has a hook on its head, and he don't come out no more. Your body has to dissolve him. All right? You'll never know it. It happens. It goes away. It's not a big deal. But you want it dead rather than firing all the time. So you want to make sure you get the vinegar on it. It kills it great. Okay? Same thing we use for Portuguese man of war a lot of times. The string and the bubbles. There hasn't been any all season. So don't worry about that. Also on the rocks, you'll also find something that looks kind of like a Christmas tree, little sticks that come out with a little white ball on it. That is hydroid. You don't want to touch that, okay? It will burn you, all right? So know what you're dealing with,
Don't touch me.
all right? If you're close enough, you can touch me. I like it. Anyway, okay? The pool is open. Take all the time you need underwater. If you're not back in an hour and 15, 20 minutes, okay, I kind of got to come looking for you. Does everybody have a buddy? We know buddy procedures. Okay, you lose your buddy, 1 minute and surface. I don't want you surfacing out there. You come in to about 25, 30 feet so that you're in the cove, and then you come up, please. Okay, there's too much boat traffic out there a lot of times. Somebody's going to get hurt. All right? So, 1 minute. If you hear somebody banging on that tank with a weight, dang, 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 okay? That's our recall. We want to get everybody back on the boat. The weather's changed. Somebody's gotten hurt. We got to go back. We want everybody back on the boat, please. Okay? The pool is open.
Yay!
All right, let's do it.
Julie, I just know I've got to go.